Today we are going to be making a cinnamon toast crunch pancake bowl. I'm just finishing up putting things away and so on, so just give me a second and then we'll get started. And I'm gonna flip this around. Alrighty, so just 1 second. Let me just put all this stuff away. All right. So when it comes to my pancake bowls, as you can see, I weigh everything. I am also on a fitness journey, so I like to make sure that I'm tracking my protein, calories, et cetera, but heavy emphasis on protein because I strength train 4 to 5 times a week. So we have our protein powder here. This is going to be made in the microwave, so it's very easy, very quick. We have milk here. I've already pre-measured this, so you'll add in your milk. And then you'll add in 1 egg. Okay. Put that to the side. And then I'm going to add some vanilla syrup. I think it will add just a nice flavor to it. Not too much, though. This is the sugar-free one from Tirani. But honestly, maple syrup also works here, too. So we are going to do 1 tablespoon, if that, maybe like even half a tablespoon. This is more like 1 tablespoon, and just add that in. And then we will take a spoon and just slowly stir it up. And what I will also add in here is some cinnamon. And this is not measured, again, just eyeballing this one. I'll make sure to include the quantities of milk and eggs and sugar, etc., that I used in case you want to recreate this yourself. Of course, the video will be live and public for those that want to come back to it. So we'll stir that up. You want to make sure there's no clumps in here. Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. All right, so once this is done, should be pretty smooth. You're gonna put this in your microwave. Now, I usually start out at a minute and then we'll check to see if it's good to go and then just incrementally add like 15 seconds and so on because you don't wanna overcook this or else it will be very dry. So let me tilt the camera so that you guys can see. Okay, so we'll go ahead and throw this in the microwave. Like I said, we'll start out with 1 minute and then just kind of go from there. And I use a toothpick to test to see if it's done. And like I said, after this 1 minute, we'll try for, because I don't think it will be, we'll try for like 15 seconds and just every 10 to 15 seconds after until it's done, because I don't want this to be dry. And like the title says, we are doing a cinnamon toast crunch pancake bowl. So while that cooks, I just want to show you guys. So this is the cereal that I use. It's from Magic Spoon. I really like it because of the protein content. On the side here, you can see it's high protein, keto friendly, gluten free, all the frees, soy free, etc. But again, I feel like as an adult, I like eating cereal, especially when I'm on a crunch for time. So here you can see the nutrition facts. So 160 calories for half a cup, and that will give you 12 grams of protein. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So let's check our pancake bowl. So I don't know, hold on, let me see if you guys can see. I don't know if the camera is really doing this justice, but it's still pretty wet on the top of this. So let's do 20 seconds just to see if that will cook through a little bit more. But yeah, as I was saying, so I use Magic Spoon and I have this, and they come in a few different colors. I know that they're sold at Costco, but I actually bought these at Whole Foods. There's a Whole Foods that's nearby me, so I tend to go there to get my like high protein snacks and foods and things. All right, let's see. Okay, it's still pretty wet. So we did 20 seconds, so we'll do, let's try 25. So as you can see, so now we're up to what, 1 minute and 20 seconds, 25, so a minute and 45 seconds. I would not do this in one straight shot. I would just, again, like incrementally put in the time and cook, because your quantity that you're using each time to make your pancake bowl may also differ. So I just think it's better to do it this way. Okay, let's see what it's looking like now. It's hot, so I'm using a napkin to. Oop. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need to show you guys. It's almost done. So let's try now. Let's try. We're at 1 minute 45 seconds. So let's do 15 seconds, and that will bring us to 2 minutes in total. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, cereal is really good for breakfast. I really enjoy it, but again, a lot of the cereals, like traditional cereal, has a lot of sugar in it, and I actually prefer savory breakfast. So like eggs. I even sometimes like having like steak and eggs, chicken and eggs. Um, but yeah, but here and there, I do like to have cereal. All right, so let me bring you guys around because it is done. So you can see that took 2 minutes. Let me flip the camera down. Okay. And I think I can zoom in with this camera. Let's see. Yes, we can. All right. So it's definitely cooked through. So now what I'm going to do, the reason that I was showing you guys the cinnamon toast, so here is the one that I measured out for myself. I am going to put it in a little baggie and just, I want it to be kind of a crumble. Oh, trust me, we'll definitely be doing a taste test because if it's terrible, then that's a fail. But no, I think it'll taste good. I've made this a couple of times. I figured why not share it on live for everyone else to, try this out. All right, so I just like to make sure that's in a crumble. And then we'll put that on the side and use some syrup. I'm gonna do a teaspoon of syrup. And yes, everything, like I said, gets measured because I am currently tracking protein and calories at the moment as I'm lifting very heavy these days. So I have to track to make sure I'm hitting everything for proper recovery. So just a little bit of syrup. I might even do, hold on, let's see. Just kind of, because again, there's the vanilla syrup that's already included in the batter. All right, so then we'll add the cinnamon toast crunch on top. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, is this a breakfast or this a dessert? But I guess however way you look at it, as long as it's good, right? So this is kind of like a cinnamon toast crumble on top. And then to top this off, let me zoom in so you guys can really see here. To top this off, you're gonna lose just a little bit of powdered sugar. Again, this is just as like a garnish, I guess. So Okay. And so, if I lower this down for you guys, this is your pancake bowl. And of course, we will do a taste test on here. So the biggest thing here is obviously you want to make sure that your pancake bowl is fully cooked on the inside and is not just wet and just cooked on the top. So as you can see, it is fully cooked. Yeah, this is very good. Please make this. Wow, this is actually my first time making this type of pancake bowl. Usually I use just like peanut butter or blueberries, strawberries, etc. This is very good. The cinnamon in the batter as well as the cinnamon toast crunch. It's delicious. I don't know what else to say. Try this. I will save the video for you guys to be able to access later. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you at the next live. Take care. I hope you guys all have a great weekend.